honeybees. Today I'm going to be doing my favorites, and I'm calling this January and February favorites because I've kind of been slacking on doing a favorites video, not gonna lie. So I thought I'd incorporate a few of my favorites from both months. Now keep in mind, I have still been using a lot of the favorites I mentioned in my yearly favorites from 2015, so I'll link that down below if you're curious and haven't seen that. But for the most part, I have been trying out a lot of new products consistently, so I haven't had the chance to really use and love a lot of makeup lately just because I've been trying so many new things. But I do have a few things to share with you today: skincare, hair care, and makeup. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I first want to start off with skincare. I have been obsessed with the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I have both variations, and as you can see, the waterproof I've actually used a little bit more because I like to use this to remove my waterproof mascara. However, I do use the original for when I'm really lazy and want to remove my makeup really quickly and don't do a full routine. I'll just do this, wash my face real quick, put some beauty oil or a quick cream on and go to bed. So that's it's my little emergency one. But normally I use a makeup. I'm gonna have to do a skincare routine very soon for you guys because I do want to go over the whole routine with you. But usually I'll use a makeup wipe first, then I'll use something like this for my eyes. I'll also use the cleanse off oil sometimes with this for my eyes if not all the mascara came off, and then I'll go in with my toner, etc, etc. So I'll have to get into that soon, but just know I've really been loving these. They're inexpensive, definitely comparable to Bioderma, especially this one is closer to the Bioderma, and they just work great. Speaking of skincare, I do have two items that I have been in love with for a couple months now. The first is this Camp Cosmetics Eye Tonic. Now, I haven't really heard anyone else talk about Camp Cosmetics other than Kristen Game, my good friend here on YouTube. Her channel's awesome. If you haven't watched her before, I'll link her below as well. But this stuff is amazing. It feels so good under my eyes, and I've been actually using this since, I believe it was November when I received this. They did send it to me, and I have been using it ever since. I probably still have a good month's worth of product in here. You get a good deal and you don't need a ton. It's just a very silky feel to your under eye. It feels like it sinks in really quickly and it's just really hydrating. I'm not sure if there's any anti-aging benefits to this one specifically. I don't believe so, but if there is, I'll make sure to link it here for you guys. And they did now have a website where you can purchase their makeup and skincare. So I have been trying out their eyeshadows and lip glosses, but not enough to call it a favorite at this point, just because I've been using so many other things. But I do really enjoy their products, but this one was the definite standout for me. I love it. And then for a face moisturizer, I only use this at night because it is a little bit more, I don't know, emollient maybe is the right word. So hydrating that it can leave me a little shiny, so I don't use this during the day. But this is the Better Skin Miracle Cream. It says Genius in a Jar, and this is an all natural product, which is really awesome, especially for those who are looking for a product like that. It's gluten-free, paraben-free, fragrance-free, and let me see. It has beeswax, coconut oil, sea buckthorn, shea butter, cocoa butter, aloe, and soothing algae. It is just so hydrating to the skin. It sinks right in. It's just a really nice, soft moisturizer. I put this all down my neck, on my dégagé, and my face, and it absorbs so quickly, and I love that about nighttime creams because I don't like feeling sticky or like it's gonna get all over my pillow. So definitely recommend this. I'll make sure to link everything for you guys. Another non-makeup item that I have to mention is the Smith's Natural Deodorants. They now come in a stick form like this, and this is the bergamot and lime scent. This is probably my, yeah, this is definitely my favorite. It's just such a fresh citrus scent to it. And now that it comes in a stick form, it's so much easier to apply. Before it used to come in a pot and you had to use your fingers to make sure that it absorbed into the skin and melted into your underarm. This is one of the only natural deodorants that has ever worked for me. Mind you, I only use natural deodorant really in the winter and fall here in Arizona. It just gets way too hot in the summer for me to even think about using a natural deodorant. honey, you're smelling if you're using a natural deodorant in Arizona, because it gets to like 120 degrees, you're gonna sweat and you're gonna smell. Unless you're reapplying like every hour, I don't know how that can work for you, but I try and use a natural deodorant as much as possible, and it's awesome. It really does keep me dry for the most part and odor free, which is really nice. So they have different scents if you're not into bergamot and lime, but that's my favorite. I have one hair care favorite to share with you this month, and this has been a favorite for a little bit, but I don't think I've ever shared it on my channel. Maybe in an empties video, but this is the Alterna Caviar CC Cream for your hair. It's a 10-in-1 treatment. It's a leave-in treatment, I should say, and it is more of like a cream feel to it. And I usually put it from ears down, and it just really makes my hair soft, manageable. It also is a heat protectant, a UV protectant. It's supposed to strengthen and have heat protectant, light hold strength, manageability, smoothness, moisture, shine. I do pretty much agree with all of those. We never know if it really is heat protecting our hair. We just like cross our fingers and hope to God that it's working. But for the most part, I really have loved this and how it makes my hair feel and look. So this gets an A+, and this is a pretty decent size. I've had this for a few months now. I'd say 2 months. 2.5 months I've been using it, and I'm still probably have more than half. Looks like it's about right here. So I'm not gonna share a foundation favorite this month just because I have been trying to use up my foundations that are gonna be soon expiring, and I've mentioned them quite a bit here on my channel. A few of them made my empties this month, and if you're looking to see what products I'm wanting to use up this year, I'll have that video linked down below. So I haven't really tried much new, but concealers, that's a different story. I am pretty obsessed with the new Makeup Forever HD concealer. Now I know these have kind of been talked to death lately, and I'm sad I didn't talk about them sooner, but they did send me these, and I was kind of skeptical at first because they look really tiny, the packaging. The applicator is really different. It has kind of like a ball point. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And then I used them, and I instantly fell in love with the coverage, how flawless they covered for me, and that they didn't crease, and they just stayed all day and looked absolutely beautiful. So they do have correcting shades. I am in the shade R22 for my correcting shade. Has more of like a peachy tone to it, so it kind of neutralizes any discoloration. And then I'll use the concealer shade in either Y21, which I think is the lightest in the range. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's pretty pale. Or Y23, which has a little bit more color to it. Sometimes I'll even combine these. It really just depends on how much brightening I really need. And these are brightening for me, really long wearing, and they just look so pretty. So, and you don't need very much, so that's maybe why the tubes are so much smaller. There's 0.23 fluid ounces in each of these. This next product is kind of cheating because it's only been my favorite for about a week and a half now, but I've used it so much and I've reached for it so much that I feel like I need to mention it right away. It's from Physicians Formula. It's their new Butter Bronzer. First of all, look at how cute this packaging is. Oh my goodness, I love it. I just mentioned that I got this at Target recently. This is in the light shade, and first of all, I'm obsessed with how it smells. It just smells like a tropical vacation. Some people will hate that, I'm sure, but I absolutely love it because I can smell it when I first apply it, and then the scent does go away. Has this beautiful rippled pattern in it, and it's just that perfect, easy bronzer. It's not super pigmented. It's more of like a very natural look for me, and I really like it for especially the days when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. I'm running out the door to work. I don't have a lot of time. This is just a really easy, it's gonna look perfect and beautiful every time I apply it, and I just love it so much. Yeah, and I just can't get over the scent and how beautiful the packaging is too. So really not too pricey. I think it's in the $14 range. It's kind of pricey for drugstore, but I think it's totally worth it. I will say that I am very fair, as you can tell in camera. These lights actually make me look even more pale, but if you are medium to deep skin tone, this definitely probably won't even come off on you, so I would skip it if you're not fair to light like I am. Okay, I have two highlights that I have to share that I've been loving lately. The first one is by Pure Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Afterglow. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. So in pan, it looks like a plain Jane powder. I'm telling you, it does not look magical in the pan, and I think I passed it by at Ulta like many a time just because I didn't think it looked super amazing. But once you put this on, it gives your skin the most beautiful, natural, glowy skin. It is a more subtle powder. I hope you can see that. I'll make sure to do a close-up if you can't. But it is just so gorgeous, and you can put it very light and natural, or you can build it up, and it's so soft on the skin. It doesn't look powdery. It definitely gets 2 thumbs up for me. The other highlight is much more intense, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator. I got these a few months back and I didn't give enough love to them. The first time I had used it, it seemed to wear off pretty quickly on me. But this last time, or this last month that I've been using this one, it has been absolutely magical and lasted me all day. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing different. Maybe it's the brush I'm using, a synthetic brush, but this is absolutely glowy and gorgeous. It is more of an intense glow. This is like a bam, in your face, highlight, magic. So I hope you can see that. It's sometimes hard to show highlight on camera, but they're both glowy and absolutely magical. This one is definitely more metallic, and the other is more of like a soft glow. Another face product I ended up pulling out of my collection recently, and I've been loving it, is the Benefit Coralista Box Blush. This used to be holy grail status for me, and I stopped using it just because I have so many blushes, and I started using it again. I remembered why I loved it so much. It's the perfect peachy glow to the skin. It's soft enough, I feel, to wear any time of year. I'm a peachy blush kind of girl. This does have a bit of a glow to it and a slight, I don't know if it has iridescence, but it definitely has a glow to it. And it's just a really beautiful, soft peach glow. It has really good pigment on the cheeks. I don't know if the swatch is gonna really do it justice here, but it definitely has a beautiful glow. Have I said that 500 times? I'm pretty sure I have. And it smells really good, but it is very perfumey. So if you don't like scent to your products, you won't like that. But as you can probably tell, if it smells good, I'm all about it. And that's just so pretty. Some more blushes that I've been giving a lot of love to are the Makeup Geek blushes. I got these on a sale, I think, end of November on their website, and I have been loving combining them for like different blush looks, and I especially love these peachy ones here. I usually do combine this one here in Bliss, which is a beautiful soft matte peach, and this one that has a little bit more, oh, I just hurt it with my nail. This one has a little more orange to it, and it's in Smitten. And they are so beautiful together. I also will sometimes, if I want a little bit more of a pinkiness to my cheeks, I've been using Head Over Heels, which is this more blue toned pink. And they all have wonderful pigment to them. You really don't need to touch these very much. I'm running out of space here. Here are a few of those right here. This is Head Over Heels, Smitten. I forget what the other one is. But you get the idea. They have beautiful color payoff. They're matte. I think I only have one that has a bit of a shimmer to it, but really I've been using the matte shades and really enjoying them, and they're inexpensive. You guys are gonna think I'm such a weirdo for keeping this in its packaging, but it's just so dang cute. I can't throw away the packaging even. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, excuse me. I'm obsessed with this palette. If I use a palette, a lot of the time I reach for my singles lately, like my Makeup Geek singles and my MAC singles, but if I reach for a palette, it's been this one lately. Look at this. Just, are you kidding me with the cuteness level? And heart-shaped. I am gonna be doing a tutorial on this, I promise, promise, promise. I've been saying that probably for a good month now, but tutorials are just so much more time consuming for me, but I'm going to be doing it this weekend. So I'm gonna be doing a look with a specifically Cafe Au Lait, I think that's how you say it, and a few of these more cooler tone shades. I can't wait to post that for you guys, but definitely loving this, and I think this is one of my most used Too Faced palettes now that I'm thinking about it. I definitely reached for a good deal. Alright, last but not least, makeup product. I have been using a ton of different lipsticks, but the one that came to mind as definitely a favorite in the last month have been these Burt's Bees new lipsticks. They are called, well, they don't really have a name on here, it just says Burt's Bees. But they're like conditioning lip balm lipsticks. They have good pigment. I actually have one on right now in the shade 502 Suede Splash. I love that it has a honeycomb pattern on it. It is kind of like a plastic lightweight packaging. It smells so good too, kind of like a, I don't know, it's just a very sweet, yummy scent. There's the nude. I love this one, definitely my most used out of the two. But I recently, like a week or two ago, picked up this berry shade in Brimming Berry. Really pretty too, and you can build this up or have it more of like a stain, and it's so pretty and wearable too. So if you haven't tried these, I definitely would. I would love to have them all because they're just awesome. So that's it for my favorites this month. I hope that wasn't too long for you guys and that you enjoyed it. Make sure to check down below. I'll have everything that I mentioned linked down below, including the videos I mentioned and any YouTubers I've mentioned. I also have all my social media linked down below, including Snapchat and Instagram. Those are the two I frequent the most, as well as Twitter. If you ever have an issue with not seeing my videos in your feed, that's been happening quite a bit. To a few people have mentioned it to me now the last few months. I first suggest trying to sign up for email notification on YouTube. You can go to my page, and I believe it's in the upper right hand corner. You can select to have email notifications, can't talk, for every video I post. Also, follow me on Twitter because I always post when a video goes live, so you'll always have that as a backup as well. I love you guys, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.